Hey everybody, it's Ray here, and today I've got a very special guest who's going to talk with us about how you can help a very special type of client, one that's near and dear to my heart, even though I've never actually had one as a client. But we use it all the time, and that is veterinary doctors. So if you are ready to have a veterinarian as one of your clients, well, then we've got a very special guest who's been on here, I don't know, 1,000,000 times, maybe 1,000,002 times, who knows? It's the one and only Gene Calenda. Gene, welcome on. Let's talk today about veterinarians and what you have going, because this is a little bit different than your normal products. There's a little bit more in this one than in some of the past ones. So you want to tell us a little bit about why veterinarians and what we're going to see inside this product?
Yes, and thank you for having me on, Ray. I have been in local marketing for about 10 years. And, here lately, in the last couple of years, I've been focusing on, social media, content creation, and posting. But it dawned on me how much money I'm still making off of my veterinarian clients. And my very first one was my own veterinarian, because I'm an animal lover, a dog lover in particular. And so for the last 25 years, I've had the same vet, and he's getting older like me, so I rue the day when he can't take care of my animals. But he's been a wonderful client, and I thought, well, why not tell people what I'm doing for all these veterinarians? I have them in Charleston and other parts of the state here, and I think one even out of state. So they continue to pay me really well for some basic services that doesn't involve, the SEO grind. And I thought, now that would be interesting to people who want to make money doing local marketing. So I got busy and I put together a nice pack of things and training for people. And I will say this, here's why I love veterinarians. They are some of the warmest, nicest people of any clients I've ever had. I mean, anybody that enjoys loving on animals, they got to be a good person. And they are. I love them.
Nice. No, that's great. So, like I said, I've never actually worked with a veterinarian other than bringing my cats or dogs to them. But they do seem like the perfect type of client, very similar to working with chiropractors or dentists, which we've worked with many times. But is there anything special that people need to understand about working with veterinarians, or maybe special marketing techniques that need to be done with veterinarians? Are there any differences that you know about?
Well, they're easier to work with just because they're nicer. But I think just helping them get their name out in more places. A lot of them are so busy, they're busy running their practices. And just like the chiro and the dentist, if you come and say, hey, I can help you be found in places that you didn't know people were looking, they're going to listen to you.
Nice.
They don't know that YouTube is the second largest search engine on the planet. Mm-hmm. They don't know that Facebook is tied or even above that as a search engine. They think everything happens with their website on Google. And it doesn't. There's all kinds of things out there that places they need to be. And they also love the fact that I help them keep in touch with their, it wouldn't be their patients, because that's the animals, the clients.
Pet parents.
The pet parents, yes. And so I've designed a system for them to just keep top of mind with everyone who's ever been in. And that's with my newsletter program. And so I'm going to be telling you all about that in the course. And I've even had my top-notch content writer write 12 fresh newsletters, one for each month. Nice. And nobody's ever seen these before, even my clients. So I'm excited about that. So, we're going to cover Facebook, of course, and YouTube, and some little videos, and you've even contributed to that.
Nice.
That little stockpile of those little explainer videos that are so cute. And people love them. You can put those on a website, put them on YouTube. And the beautiful thing about this kind of what I call kind of low-level marketing, it's circular. And so, one thing links to the other, which links to the other, which links to the other. And without spending a fortune, they're out there and people can find them. And that's all they want.
Yep. No, that's great. And, you're absolutely right with that. And as most people watching know, we actually have purchased a couple of escape rooms now. And, of course, there's not a lot of margins for high-level SEO and things like that. And so we're doing a lot of those same things that you're talking about here. And it is very, very effective. In this location that I'm actually in the building for that one here, that's where my office is in one of those locations. And, we've doubled what they were making just by doing these things. We're not spending a fortune on advertising. We're making sure that all of these things are set up in a way that it actually benefits. And that's a wonderful thing to be able to do that. So
it is.
Let's talk a little bit about the specifics of this launch. So what exactly are people going to get inside there? You mentioned the newsletters and things, but let's kind of go through a little list so they know. Normally you're known for lots of really cool social media posts, which, by the way, if you follow my Facebook for the escape room, you'll notice some of those posts. Every single day there's a post that comes out. Guess where they came from? They came from Jean here. So, they're not escape room related, of course, but in this case, you will have veterinary related items. So tell us a little bit about what's coming in this pack.
Well, I have a team of full-time researchers, writers, and designers. And so a couple months ago, I started planning this course. So I had to make a completely new pack of 180 social media memes. That's one for each day for 6 months. And then our posting software just shuffles it and recycles it. You never need any more, really. And I think we've got 90 videos in there too, the short MP4 videos, and the associated spreadsheet with the comments. That is the upsell number 2. Now, Ray, I sell that package in my niche store for $264.
Ooh, all right.
and listen, you and I both have friends, a friend in particular, who's selling his stuff for double that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I've heard that mine are prettier, so just saying. So that OTO, or one-time offer inside this course, for all of that is only $67.
Nice.
My folks are going to go crazy with that. And I haven't sold it to anybody yet. So this is the first time anybody has seen this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
On the very front end, I had a beautifully designed custom WordPress theme built for veterinarians, and it's already got content. It's got your choice of homepage 1, homepage 2, or a landing page is in there if you want to use it for PPC ads for a client. And they may need their website updated. Maybe you find somebody who didn't even have one. I don't know. That's always possible. But
it's very possible. I've run into, like I said, I don't necessarily work with veterinarians very often, but it is amazing how many businesses that you think, they got to have good websites, and they've got terrible websites or no website at all. We just had a client that we brought in a couple weeks ago. He was a heating and air guy. No website at all. He had a Facebook page. He even had a URL on the Facebook page. It didn't go anywhere. He had nothing. Not even the free Google My Business site. Nothing at all. It was crazy, but it's still out there. It's still out there.
Well, speaking of Google My Business, I have I've done a training about how to set up the Google My Business, with using a unique Gmail account because it's going to get a lot of junk mail. So you want to set up a new Gmail, and then from there I show you how to set up your GMB, and I tell you how to optimize it. And that's important. A lot of people don't know. Have you seen people's GMB that says, "Do you own this business?"
Well, yes. In fact, that was my favorite line a while back because that's how you knew they didn't have one yet. Unfortunately, Google changed that now, and every single GMB you go to says that now. And if you click on it, then it tells you whether it's already claimed. But it used to, if that showed up, you knew it wasn't claimed. But now they put it on everything. It drives me crazy. It used to be so much easier.
Yeah, and then the next time you look, it won't say that, and then it will say it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's not a surefire way of knowing they don't have a claimed GMB. But I say probably half of the ones that I really check out really aren't claimed.
Oh yeah, no, there's still a lot of that. And
Yeah.
I use another product of a good friend of ours that we all know and love, and that one tells you who's claimed and who hasn't. And yeah, I mean, it's got to be. It used to be at least half. Now it's probably maybe 20-25% of the searches that I do where people have not claimed their GMB.
Yeah,
which is
I think it's probably the same product I use every day.
Yes.
I run it on a VPS behind the scene all the time.
Yes, I'm sure it's the same one.
Yeah. And it does tell you that. That software also tells you how often people have posted on their Facebook.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I love it for that. So, yeah. So I'm gonna show you how to set up all the social profiles. I've done little training videos on that. You get that WordPress theme, and you know what? I should have brought my list up here to tell you what all is in there. But I will tell you that there's only 3 levels of this, Ray, because I didn't want to, get into fancy funnels of up and down. So that drives me nuts.
You don't need to have 17 upsells like a certain friend of mine does on his.
No. I can't handle that. So, all right, let me pull up my worksheet here to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Because I should have put this in a Trello board, but I got started on this.
We love Trello.
I do. I do.
Use it all the time, nonstop.
Do you really? I've got so many Trello boards out there that I need a Trello board to keep track of my Trello board. Okay, I've got I've done a training on why the opportunity is so powerful with veterinarians. I've got a video training on what kind of services to offer, and telling you how that you can do a lot of microservices and not get into heavy grind SEO work and still make a good income off of this. How to price your services for longevity and success. Longevity is key here, Ray, because I have clients that I've had for, oh gosh, I mean, more than 10 or 15 years, some of them.
Wow. And
they don't quit because my pricing is good. It's easy to fulfill. I'm going to give them a prospecting training video that has one of my best secrets. And if they've ever bought anything from me in the past, it's not a secret. But it's called the secret sauce. And without a paid tool, I can show you how to perfect.
nice.
Okay? And then all my training on setting up Gmail, GMB. Oh, I've got a great resource for setting up citations. And then it's done. You don't have to go back and update this or anything. So
Nice.
That's exciting. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and I have a free software that I'm going to give them the link to. You may know it. It's called OpenShot.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, we're going to show them how to use that to overlay some of their logos and information on top of these little videos that they're going to get, or anything really. I mean, I think it's a cool little software.
Nice.
If you have a budget that's stretched and you just don't want to buy paid tools, okay. And then the OTO one is all the marketer materials, the explainer videos. I've got flyers for the marketer and for the vets to use. And snail mail is not dead, folks.
No,
It is
not
not,
at all.
dead. No. So I've got some flyers that you could just fold up and mail, and the vet could do it, and they're so cute. And we have a buddy over in England who designed those for me. You know who I'm talking about.
I'm going to have to think now because I'm not sure who it was.
It's, it's Tony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like the flyer king. So,
Nice.
yeah, he made some for me. And then I'm going to give templates of timeline banners for the vet for Facebook. Oh, I'm making some video timeline banners for Facebook.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so those are kind of slick, and not
Yeah.
many people really know how to do them.
No, I
So
love those,
I
and
select-
so few people do it. It's amazing
I
that
know.
gets so underutilized.
Yeah, and it's really catching people's attention.
Yep.
So my partner Paul is making 5 of those to give in this marketing pack.
Nice.
A YouTube banner template, a Twitter banner template. I'm going to give folks some of my best email templates, although anybody who knows me knows that I'm into guerrilla marketing, really not more like a sniper and bomber. But so I kind of use my own little guerrilla methods, and my close rate is about 80%. So
Nice.
people need to listen to me.
I agree.
And then, yeah, they do. And then the 12 freshly written newsletters, and I've got some MailChimp training I'm gonna throw in too, in case they don't want to buy an autoresponder or make the vet buy one. MailChimp is free.
Yep.
I'm going to give you some
Great way to
training.
start because they start
It
you off
is.
for free.
It
Can't
is.
beat that.
And then the OTO2 is that big, huge social media pack that costs everybody else $264. So, and that's it. It's simple. It's wonderful. It's effective. And what a heck of a deal. $27 on the front end,
Woo!
$47 for the marketing pack, $67 for the social media pack. That's it.
Love it.
So you got a full business in a box for, I haven't added it up, but it's a tiny bit of money. You can blow more than that at Starbucks if you want to.
Yes, you can. That's there's no doubt about that. So,
Yeah.
all right, love it. That is fantastic. And of course, like I said, anytime that you can get one of these business in a box deals and you can get out there and you can really provide all of these services, there's one thing that can't be understated with this. This is about veterinarians. However, everything that you do with these veterinarians, everything you learn in there is completely applicable to almost any other type of business out there. Yes, you may have the webpage for the veterinarians, you may have social media graphics for the veterinarians, but everything you learn on how you use those, you can then apply to any business.
Yes,
I've never, I've loved escape rooms for the longest times. I've created rooms inside escape rooms before, but I've never run an escape room business. But I was able to take everything that we apply to all these other companies over these years, use that, and boom, we can roll that out there. You can take what you learn in this, you can apply it to any business, at least the concepts anyway. And that's what I love about this. And, like you said,
Yeah.
I haven't worked with veterinarians, but you have, and you love them as clients, and I don't blame you because all the veterinarians I know are fun people as well. So I think that could be a really good business model for many people.
I'll give you the best example that I ever have about taking a certain set of skills and being able to apply them elsewhere. And that is, I'll close out with this because I love this story. I chose not to have a career after college. Instead, my children were my career. And I chose to stay home with them. And we even homeschooled before it was legal. They were my career. Now, because of that, I was kind of poor. We didn't make a lot of money. But guess what? When my kids were raised, I was about 38, 40 years old. And I'm almost 70 now, so you do that math. I took every skill I ever had in educating my children and running my home, and it translated right over into business. Almost every skill I use now, I was teaching my kids the same things.
Nice.
So isn't that a universal, beautiful truth?
Yep, absolutely.
Learn the basics, learn the skills, and go do anything with it.
I love it. Beautiful.
Yes.
And with that, if you want to be able to take your skills and do that, well, all you have to do is take action, and you're going to be able to take action on Wednesday at 11 o'clock, correct?
Yes.
11 o'clock.
Eastern time. Eastern time. Yes.
Always, that's the Internet Marketer Standard Time, is 11 o'clock. And with that, you're going to be able to get this full business in a box for a great niche, and that is the veterinarians. Again, everything you learn in here, you're going to be able to apply to a lot of other businesses, but you're going to get a website for these veterinarians. You're going to get all the social stuff and newsletters and everything else that you need, and all the trainings on setting up a veterinarian for success in local marketing, to rank well, to do well, and to get more customers. And that is going to get you paid.
Money.
And that's what we all
right.
want.
That's right.
With that, be ready. Get ready, Wednesday at 11 o'clock. And until then, I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you enjoy this product. And of course, please feel free to check the rest of this page, because I'm going to have some demos down below as I go through the product. And we've got some tremendous bonuses you'll see at the bottom of the page as well. And of course, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. I'll be glad to answer what I can. And if I can't, well, guess what? I know exactly who can answer the questions, because she's still right there. There she is. So with that, have a great week, everybody. And we'll see you on Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Till then, keep on working.